Hey, what is up guys, my name is Fire, and today I have some news and information regarding Modern Warfare Remastered and Call of Duty World War 2. Now, Call of Duty World War 2 actually got a little bit of gameplay shown, and Game Informer is actually doing a COD World War 2 month for the month of September, and basically they showed off a little bit of gameplay in this like interview type thing. So the gameplay that we can actually see from this is PPSH gameplay. This is the very first ever PPSH gameplay of COD World War 2 that anyone has ever seen so far, so this is insane. The weapon just looks awesome. I cannot wait to see how like the round drum looks in it, because it looks from this version of it you can't actually see a round drum on it, and of course if you do put the extended mag on you can have the round drum. Now the Tommy gun in this game sort of works to the point where the round drum's already there, but in Call of Duty World at War we saw the Thompson, you had to actually have the extended magazine to have the round drum aesthetic on the weapon itself, which is somewhat different, and I actually quite like the way it is round drum automatically. Now, another thing that we can take from this short little clip is weapon levels has been confirmed pretty much in this clip. It says weapon level up, I believe it's level 3, I'm not actually looking at the picture right now, but from what I can remember of memory, I believe it leveled up to level 3, so I'm guessing that's how you're going to unlock attachments and different things, and hopefully there's some sort of thing like whenever you get your weapon to max, you can prestige it and then get like emblems and stuff. We've seen this with pretty much every other Call of Duty game that has had weapon levels, such as Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, etc. I'm pretty sure they're the only two games that have had weapon levels so far, and Infinite Warfare had weapon levels, but maybe we'll be able to see something like little attachments on, such as like accessories from Infinite Warfare, because right now I'm honestly really liking them, because I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, and that game has called something called Charms, which is pretty much the exact same thing as accessories, and to the point where you have like this little like mannequin or like little thing dangling from your gun, which I think looks really cool. Of course they would have to keep it in the realm of realism, so they couldn't have like fancy stuff or weird stuff like hot dogs and different things that Infinite Warfare had. Infinite Warfare had like different sandwiches, and it was really weird stuff in the weapon, and maybe something cool like dog tags or just something simple like that. I don't really know what else to put in there. Dog tags, I guess you could have maybe one of them for prestiging your weapon to like level prestige 3, maybe level 1 could be emblem, prestige 2 could be, say, like, what's the other one? Clan tag, and then maybe like even a kill counter like we saw in Black Ops 3. I thought that was a really good feature. Just subtle little things like that that change up your weapon and just make it look cooler and add a extra level of progression to the game. Now, the second clip that we have here, he's using the STG-44, and it's on a brand new map that we have never seen before. This wasn't at E3, this wasn't at like any YouTuber gameplay, nothing that we have seen so far. This is a completely brand new map, so it's very exciting. This map actually looks pretty cool. It reminds me of what's the map called from Black Ops 3? Is it called Hunted? Or Hunted? I can't remember the name of the map. I'll put up a picture on screen. That map in Black Ops 3, that's what this reminds me of when you're going down the staircase and there's like a van here and then there's a bridge across the way. That's what this map reminds me of quite a lot from this picture, or from this little short video clip, and it looks pretty cool and pretty exciting. What we can actually take from this as well is he's using the STG-44, which is a weapon that I believe we haven't actually got confirmed yet, so here's confirmation right now. And speaking of weapons, there's also an icon on the ground to pick up the Type 100, so there's another weapon confirmed in the game. Now, of course, is this going to be in the beta, or are we going to see STGs, Type 100, PPSH will be in the beta, Michael Condrey's already confirmed that, but are we going to see the rest of these weapons in the beta? I'm very excited to see what's going to happen, and yeah, I'm extremely excited for this game. I think it's going to be a great year for Call of Duty. Hopefully it'll be good, but yeah guys. Now regarding Modern Warfare Remastered here, we actually have some new weapons. Now there is 3 new weapons added to the game, and one of them is actually called like the CQ300 or something like that. I have the names up right now, I can't really read them too well though. So yeah, it's basically like an SMG, but it actually has the Procolot pistol inside of it, which is a burst pistol. This is a burst SMG, first of its kind for this game. It's very cool to see a weapon inside another weapon. It's very interesting. Of course it does have more range and stuff, because you couldn't just be running around with a secondary with a skin over it. It needs some extra power. I don't know why they decided to do this, but it is a cool little Easter egg, and yeah, it's quite interesting. Now the second weapon we have here, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, is called the PSPK or PKPS D9 or something like that. So this is basically reminds me a lot of the Honey Badger from COD Ghost. Now the Honey Badger had a sort of cool slick reload animation where he sort of like flicks the weapon to the side and the magazine like pops out. That's what this reminds me of a lot. Now this is going to be more of a competitor to say like the M4 or the G36C, more full auto rifles. It looks like it's very low recoil and it looks like a lot of fun to use. Now yeah, I don't know if you end up getting these weapons, good luck, but if you don't, then yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Now for the last weapon here, we have the BR9. This weapon is a lot like one of them like old style pistols that you'll see in Call of Duty World War 2, and we saw something like this on Origins, where it had more of a olden day pistol. It's hard to describe. I'm not actually too sure of the name of these types of pistols. I'm pretty sure there is a name for them, but I don't know the name. So these type of pistols look pretty interesting. I'm not actually too sure if I'm gonna be able to show gameplay because I don't have the weapons. I might show some pictures here and there throughout the video, but regardless of that, guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.